going to start here this half hour with the bloody end to a cross-country crime spree. A suspected bank robber and cop killer shot dead in yet another attempted money grab.
Yeah, the FBI tying together a trail of violence in 3 states, and ABC's Ron Claiborne has been covering the story for days now.
What a story, huh, Bianna and Dan and everyone. It was a wild and violent ending to what the FBI says was one man's week-long rampage of robbery, bank robberies, and murder. A murder, one single murder, that stretched from Atlanta, Georgia, to Mississippi, and finally, Phoenix, Arizona. The FBI says the gunman robbed this Phoenix bank on Saturday. As he was leaving, bag of cash and gun in hand, he was spotted by a responding police officer. The two began shooting it out.
I just heard a loud pop, one after another, and it was like 4 or 5.
A police detective arrived at the scene and joined in.
He sees the suspect firing at our officer. The officer is trying to retreat and take cover, and at that point the detective drew his service weapon and he fired at the suspect.
The suspected bank robber was killed in the shootout. And now the FBI says it appears he is the same man responsible for a crime spree that began in Atlanta, Georgia, moved to Tupelo, Mississippi, and finally Phoenix, nearly 1,900 miles, and triggered a manhunt that reached as far north as Chicago. In a statement, the FBI said, "We believe that this suspect is the same individual." Last Monday morning, a bank robber attempted to hold up this Atlanta bank. He is seen on this surveillance video in that bank. Later the same day, the same man, police believe, robbed a bank in Tupelo, Mississippi, and killed police officer Gail Stolfer while fleeing. The manhunt for that suspect, very likely, is now over. And law enforcement officials tell ABC News that physical similarities are what led them to say it's the same suspect in all 3 of those bank robberies. We should learn more about this later today from FBI officials, including perhaps the biggest mystery of all, you guys. Who was this guy, this suspect?
Identifying him
yeah,
finally.
I know who it was.
Yeah, all right, Ron, thank you. Well, we're going to turn